Alright, so today I'm going to show y'all how to make a perfect circle in Paint Tool Sci and also to use textures in Paint Tool Sci. So the first thing we're going to do, because it's really hard to, draw out the perfect circle, and to avoid all that frustration, there's an easy trick you can do, which you just choose whichever one of your tools that you want to use, preferably the pen, and then you just choose whatever brush size you want your circle to be. So like if you want a bigger circle, you're going to want to use like 500 brush size, and if you want a smaller one, then use like 35. Yeah. So let's use 250. So we have our circle right here. Now, in order to just make it a line so then we can color it in whatever we want, we choose a slightly smaller brush size, like 200, yeah, 200, and then you just make sure that you have it on the eraser tool, and you just erase, depending how thick you want the outline of your circle to be, and there you go. You have a perfect circle. Now, to add textures, because sometimes you want to add like patterns or something, like if you're drawing clothes and you want to add a design but you don't want to draw it out, or if you're drawing something like a table and you want to give it more of a realistic feeling, you just open up whatever texture you want, just go into File and Open, have a texture right here, and then you go to the Selection tool right here, the little rectangle with the dotted lines, and you just drag it over the texture that you want, and then do Control-C, and you switch back to the page that you want your texture to go on, and then do Control-V, which is paste. Now, next thing you do, you're already on the Selection tool, which is once again the dotted square or rectangle. Now you can either go to, I'd say go to Scale, yeah, just to make things easier. And you just bring it over, bring it over. Oh, one thing you gotta do, make sure that it is underneath the layer of the object that you want. So, now that you have that, either two things you can do. You can either just erase it if you have like a simpler, like erase the remaining part of the texture outside of the line, if you have like a simple object. Or what you can do is you can go to the layer that your object is that you want the texture to be on, and then use the magic wand tool to select the inside of your texture. After that, you want to go up here to where it says Invert Selection, click that, and then, make sure that you're on the right layer. You just erase everything on the outside, and that way you don't have to worry about accidentally erasing the texture on the inside. So, now you have your texture. You can color the inside however you want. That requires making another layer. And just lower the opacity so you can still see your texture, and there you go. Now you have an object that has a texture in it, and you can do this for a variety of things, like I said earlier. So hopefully this helps.